G'day, Steel Nation Australia. G'day, Steel Nation Worldwide, and g'day, Steel Nation Universe. So that was a wild 3 days, right? That was a wild few days. Now, I woke up this morning and I did say it. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of clips from the progress of this whole Aaron Rodgers saga and give you my thoughts in between and at the end. But pretty much, what a wild ride. What a crazy, almost stupid ride. Okay. From the beginning, I did say I don't think that Aaron Rodgers would have came to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I said that, and I still believe that. Right throughout the process, I said he wouldn't come. That the draft capital would be too high, and that the Pittsburgh Steelers won't make that trade. However, what happened was during these 3 days that I started uploading all these videos, and I got sucked in. I got sucked into this media hype train of will he come here? Won't he come here? What's he going to spend? You know, what will happen to bring in Rodgers and how much will it cost? I got sucked in. However, I wasn't the only one. I bet you as well as a Steelers fan got sucked into. Now, a lot of Steelers fans say, like I said, 50% were saying, we don't want you. And the other half were saying, we do want you. If you come over, you give us a chance to win a Super Bowl. And now, waking up this morning, that didn't happen. That did not happen. So we have very, happy, thankful Steelers fans that are like, yes, we finally, get to get over this drama and we don't have Aaron Rodgers, and the Steelers Nation can rejoice with happiness and we can start to move on with our lives. But I admit it, I got sucked into this system of the breaking news, the media, where will he go, where won't he go? I really did. Now, I'm trying to make content and trying to have a bit of fun with the Steelers Nation Australia too, so I need to explore all the avenues. So the minute I see the Facebook status with how many picks will we give away, we need to talk about that. And I thought I did a pretty good job. Covering not being too biased one way or the other. Now I have my opinion, and my opinion was always saying I don't think he'll come, and that was right. Okay, but the exploration to explore something like that and say, well, what if he did? What if he did? The unknown. If Rodgers were to come over or did come over to the Steelers, it would have been absolutely incredible. Incredible. So firstly, let's go into Monday. My apologies. Sunday morning, when I found out the 3 teams, Pittsburgh, Denver, and Tennessee, were apparently trade candidates for Aaron Rodgers, and we all know what happened. Let's find out. Steel Nation Australia, Steel Nation Worldwide, Steel Nation Universe. I haven't got much time. It's bright and early in the morning. Doing a vlogcast in my car. Listen, Aaron Rodgers will not come to the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. He will not come to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do not believe the news. According to Pro Football Talk, Aaron Rodgers might be choosing 3 teams: Denver, Tennessee, or Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers will not come to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I guarantee it. Right? I discount, double check that. I guarantee it. Okay? He will cost too much. He will cost too much in picks, and I don't believe he's going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Now, I'm heading off to play some sport to go out and win a competition, but I just want to make that video, man. He's not coming. He won't be a Steeler. I'll do a breakdown in a few days' time to talk about it. See you guys later. Okay, so I was right. My first natural instinct for Aaron Rodgers coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers with that one leaked report saying for those 3 teams, Denver, Tennessee, and Pittsburgh, saying he might have a chance to come to the Steelers and wear the black and gold. Now, I was heading off to play some pickleball. I ended up getting second in 2 competitions, in doubles, in mixed, and in men's. Now, I love that sport. It's my passion. I'm hopefully going to do that coming up in the New South Wales Open. I can start to play that more and more and more and get better and better and better. But the reason that day I didn't do a big video is because I had to go out and play 5 hours of sport. And I wanted just to say, I saw these things come in. I was like, there's no way we're going to get him. There's no way we're going to get Aaron Rodgers coming to the Steelers. I just can't see that motion happening, at that time. Now, one day later, more reports start coming out and it starts to really amp up. So coming into, I think it was Monday, I was massively tired. The breaking news all around the YouTube, every single YouTuber was talking about, or every Steeler YouTuber like myself was talking about Aaron Rodgers' potential to go to the Steelers. So I had to jump on that. So I jumped on that and I started to talk a little bit about what if he did, or what the possibility of maybe working with the offense. And when you think about it, besides putting the picks aside, right? The minute that if Aaron Rodgers came over, the people were saying, like myself, who would cost too much draft capital, the minute that was gone, and we had A-Rod as quarterback for the next 4 years, instantly you think Super Bowl because he's such a good player, right? Now that didn't happen. It didn't happen. So we get to keep our draft capital. We still don't know who our quarterback is. It still could be Mason. Still could be anyone else. It's not going to be Russell Wilson. He's gone to Denver, right? Now the minute these things start to happen. So it was the Monday the next day. I was like, we're still on the Aaron Rodgers hype train. I still thought that there was no chance we're going to get him. However, the possibility intrigued me. The possibility intrigued me to go out and get A-Rod. So here is Monday's snippet of 1 minute of Monday and what I thought and how this roller coaster progressed. As well, second year as offensive coordinator, I just don't see that he fits here. I just don't see them two in a good partnership, let's say. All right. But he was one of the teams that apparently he discussed with Denver, Tennessee, and the Steelers. So, let's go down the avenue right now. I have a few more things to say. This is quite a big topic. If he does sign, let's go down this road. If he does sign with the Steelers, right? And because I'm not really a massive fan of his, he's okay. He's all right, If he does sign though, I will like not backstep or tread on my words, but I'll support the guy 100%. I will support him, and hopefully he can go out there and he can win us games, win us playoff games. Rodgers, and if we kept Juju, Rodgers to Juju would be a great tandem. Rodgers to Deontay, he would make Claypool excel as well. Him and Muth working together. Like Rodgers likes to find his tight end, the ball to the tight end too. It would be fun to watch. It'd be super fun to watch. It'd be the number one news story in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers coming to the Steelers, and instantly we will go from nothing to no expectation of winning anything in the next few years to we have a legit shot at the Super Bowl. Okay, so I started to explore these ideas with the offense and A-Rod coming over, and yes, it would have cost us a lot of draft capital. And in tomorrow's video, or during on Tuesday's video, what I did, I also started to explore the potential for what needs to happen for that draft capital. Right, I started to get a bit excited. I was like, what if Aaron Rodgers actually came over and he could work with Claypool, Deontay, Najee, Muth, and Juju, and we get this defense in order, and we start to fix up the O-line via free agency or maybe the draft. That could be something that the Steelers, they haven't really done these big plays in the past, but imagine if they did it, right? I was still in the camp. I was like, nah, I don't think he's going to come over. I just don't see it. But I imagine saying, well, what if he did? What if he did sign with the Steelers? And it was all like kaboom. The internet blew up. And I was like, Aaron Rodgers was the black and gold Steeler. He's going to work with Juju. He's going to work with Deontay. That was kind of like throwing my head in disarray. I was like, that can't happen. That's super crazy. Then we would have an instant shot at the Super Bowl. Or if we brought him over and we didn't go anywhere, it would be an instant fail. right? So next, what happens next in this video, when I start to talk about the draft capital, and I see both sides again, right? And all this is leading up to nothing happening, right? And nothing happened with Aaron Rodgers. He stayed with the Green Bay Packers. That's why this is so intriguing. So this next part is talking about the potential leaks or trade value that you would need to bring Aaron Rodgers in. And that to me was just crazy. So check this out. Here it is. The potential trade offers for A-Rod, according to Cody Benjamin. Now, I don't know who this bloke is, but I did a quick Google search for Cody Benjamin. He's a fellow from CBS. It links to another article. This picture was taken from Facebook, so I'm quoting what he has said. He says here in the image, according to Cody Benjamin, Steelers get Aaron Rodgers for. Now let's just figure this one out so far. The Steelers would have to give up. Okay, it says their Packers get, but we're coming it from a Steeler black and gold view. The Steelers would have to give up their 2022 first round pick, number 20, their 2023 first round pick next year, next year, their 2024 conditional first round pick, and a third round pick for 2023. Now, this source isn't coming from the Steelers themselves, but somehow Cody Benjamin from CBS Sports has found this information out, and it's pretty much what you would expect for this trade deal to happen. Now, I don't know if this is a good deal or not. Okay, so we got to yesterday when they started to, some sources started to talk about what draft capital would take for Aaron Rodgers to come to the Steelers. Now, I still at this point, I thought I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they will give away 3 first rounders and what was it, a third or something in the 2023, right? I didn't think they would do it. But however, the media and the speculation train took me on a ride on a roller coaster of all kinds of events. So from 3 days ago, I said a hard no, there's no way. Then I started to explore the possibility that it may happen with this offense and with Juju. And that excited me. I was like, this could be a thing, right? And then yesterday, the last video with Tuesday, we looked into the avenue of the draft capital and what would have to take to give it up. Now, in that video, it talks about what you need to give up and the possibilities. And look, I didn't like it. I did not like the idea of giving away 3 draft picks in the first round. However, if it did happen, if the Pittsburgh Steelers traded for Aaron Rodgers today rather than him signing for Green Bay for the biggest NFL contract ever to be known to man, I would have been okay with it. I would have dealt with it. I wouldn't have sat in my tears and fears and thought, we're giving away draft capital. We would have had Aaron Rodgers, and it would have been a big move. Now, I am thankful though that it didn't happen. I'm thankful that it didn't happen because I think we need to address other areas like the O-line, the defense. You guys all know it. Like, I can keep spitting shits, but you guys who are Steelers fans, who are mad Steelers fans, you already know what needs to be addressed. In most of these videos that you watch on the YouTube, you guys know what needs to be addressed. I'm just saying it to reassure you. But the big issue I found with this whole thing, okay? The really big issue that I found with this whole thing to do with the Aaron Rodgers situation. This took over the weekend, at least 3 or 4 days, that he was heading out of Green Bay. He was meant to be heading out of Green Bay. He didn't like it there. He was a diva last year. Didn't want to be there, wanted to sign the contract, blah, blah, blah. They bring in Jordan Love, and he's like, oh, why did we bring in Jordan Love? He's a rookie quarterback. I need my receivers. I need pieces to win, right? A lot of people, I would say, that thought that A-Rod was going out of town this time. There was so much hype, so much media gusto behind it to say he could go to Denver. I know a lot of fans in Denver, and one of the big YouTubers, That's Good Sports, Brandon Perner, he was excited to see if Aaron Rodgers was going to Denver. There was also spots that maybe, for instance, Jimmy was leaving 49ers and that A-Rod would go over to the 49ers with that defense and that team. And, A-Rod working with Deebo Samuel would be quite exciting, right? There was also other spots too. There was Tennessee. Tennessee had been named in one of those three teams in that leaked source that's saying that A-Rod was going to Tennessee because he had bought a house there. There are all these things happening. And at the end of the day, what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. The only thing that happened was we all got duped. We all got duped, including myself and the people who did believe this hype train. Now, I never truly believed that he was going to come to the Steelers, but I was open-minded to see if he did or did not. I think it would have been a bad move, but at the same time, if he did come over and those 3 draft picks were Gonski's, I would have been like, hey, let's go. We have a really easy schedule next year. We have Aaron Rodgers as quarterback. Let's go win the North. Let's go win some playoff games. Let's win a Super Bowl. It's just crazy how it all worked out. Okay, it's all worked out. Now, Aaron Rodgers is a Packer again. I think he's been playing 16 years, maybe 15. He's almost going to be near the realm of what Big Ben did with the Steelers for that long. And now Aaron Rodgers sitting there in Green Bay is the richest man alive, $156 million guaranteed, $50 million a year, whatever it is. It's just nuts. And part of me says, well, he wanted to step back and he didn't know what his future was going to be. But it looks like that in Green Bay's and Aaron Rodgers' eyes, they always thought that he was going to stay with Green Bay. That's what it looks like. Because these other trade offers weren't really offers. They were just potential ideas that media companies had brought up. Media companies have brought up saying, oh, this may happen, that may happen. And I could have made a source and said, well, actually, I thought the Steelers would have to give away 3 picks or 2 picks in a big player because we can all do that. Now, we all believe that hype. We all believe these things that happened. And that's the real loser in the situation. The real loser in the situation is believing all that hype and thinking there could be a chance for him to go anywhere. I would have been excited to see Aaron Rodgers go to Denver and really just shake up the league. And at least we would have an NFL story, an NFL like, whoa, holy dooly, And I do know that Russell Wilson ended up going to Denver for a big price. But that's what I'm saying. You build up all this hype and speculation, and apparently that's Aaron Rodgers was not happy with the organization. He doesn't know what to do. He might retire. He might do this. He might do that. And what does he fucking do? He just stays in the same spot. Man, it's dumb. It's so silly. It's just 4-year contract, and now you're a Packer for life. I know Packers fans. I've seen in comments that, and even on my Facebook page and other Lions fans on Facebook and my mate Grid, who I work with, they're just sick of the Aaron Rodgers talk. And it's gonna dominate the media. It's gonna dominate stuff that I do for Steel Nation Australia. It just will. That's the nature of the beast. So very interesting few days. A very, very interesting few days. Because there was a chance or an idea of a chance that if he came to the Steelers, that would have changed the whole whole universe of everything. Everything. They talk about the butterfly effect. Like if I pick up this water bottle and put it down, something else happens in the world. Could you imagine if Aaron Rodgers came over to the Steelers and that would just, I can't even finish my sentence. But he didn't. He didn't come over to the Steelers. He played everyone. He duped everyone. The Green Bay, the media duped everyone. Every man and their dog was talking about possibilities where he was going to go in the AFC. Would he go somewhere in the NFC? Every single man and their dog was saying where was he going to end up, and he ended up in the exact same place that the reports and people like me and viewers were thinking he's going to go somewhere, and he went nowhere. He went absolutely nowhere. So, lastly, to finish this rant in this video, the Pittsburgh Steelers now are still, QB-less. We have no QB. So, what's going to happen? We have a few weeks until the NFL free agency. It's almost as like Aaron Rodgers dominated this much news. I forgot about the combine. I forgot about every single rookie. I wasn't even thinking about any of them, right? Wasn't thinking about the QB situation, about Mason or whoever. And now we're back to square one. I've done my rant. Hopefully that's my last Aaron Rodgers video for the next 4 years. Hopefully. Until we play them maybe in Super Bowl. Maybe we verse them. Maybe it's Steelers in Arizona versus Packers again. That'd be sick. That'd be great. All right. So yeah, to end the video, the Steelers, I still have no real direction at QB. Do the Steelers believe in Mason? Do the Steelers go into the draft? Will Jimmy come over? Wentz? Just, oh man, it's just all over, isn't it? It's over the shop. All right. For this moment in time, though, I know it sounds funny, but okay, there's no more speculation around Rodgers or who's the other bloke? Russell Wilson. So what we have to do is we need to get around this guy. All right. We need to get around Mason Rudolph as best we can. Okay. We should call this Mason Rudolph Day, because could you imagine still being in his shoes? Now, I'm not saying that you guys, you have to cheer and support for him or whatever. You don't think he's the number one. I'm just saying, imagine being Mason Rudolph. You had Big Ben in the way the whole time, and you get a chance to go start for the Steelers, right? I'm just saying on a personal level as a QB progression. You want to go start for the Steelers, and for the last 3 or 4 days, every Steeler fan has been consumed about the idea and knowledge of a potential trade with A-Rod coming over to the Steelers. Even though a lot of people did say, "Oh well, we don't like this. We don't like that trade," it still was in the news. Now, this has to be Mason Rudolph Day, I think, because we need to put support around him at least for today, because he's yet again, Mason has to go out there and battle more names coming in or draft guys for competition. It's going to be very interesting for the next few weeks coming up. But boy, oh boy, didn't we get duped by A-Rod discount double check? I'm a champion. Oh man, didn't we all get duped? You could have went somewhere else, mate. I even joked about him going to the USFL and playing for 10 weeks and then having the summer off. You could have went anywhere else, but you stayed with the Packers, and now the Packers, I don't know if they're a Super Bowl contender. They're a playoff contender, but they just can't seem to get past the playoffs, can they? They seem to choke all the time. But you've got Aaron Rodgers. You've got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. It's just how this all worked out was just comical. And I'm glad it's over, to be honest. I'm so glad it's over. Look, I want football to start. I love this stuff. I do love talking football, but getting the speculation and the hype trains and all this crap all the time, it gets a bit tiresome. So I would like to just know who the team is, and I'm keen for the draft. Once we get the draft, we can start talking about who our team is and what can happen. And then from the draft, training camps, and then the football season comes back, and we're laughing. We're all laughing. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out Steel Nation Australia. Thanks for listening to me rant about everything and A-Rod. If you do like the content, I'm on the road to 500 subs. I think I'm on like 420 now or something like that. I can't remember what I'm on. 420? No, 340. What am I on? No, I'm on 340 or something like that. If you guys like the content, please hit the sub, because I'm on the road to 500. And then from there, we're going to the moon. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out Steel Nation Australia. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.